Hello everyone, and welcome to another Mafia Godfathers video. In this video, we're going to discuss extra menu number 13 on Gran Turismo 7, which is the Nissan Skyline GTR collection. So there are 3 vehicles that you'll need to acquire to complete this extra menu. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can acquire each of the 3 vehicles, what reward you'll get for completing the set, and we'll learn a little something about these cars. Alright, so let's jump right into it. The first of the 3 cars that you need for this collection is the 1970 Nissan Skyline Hardtop 2000 GTR KPGC10. The second is the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR KPGC110 from 1973. And the third car is the 1994 Nissan Skyline GTR V-Spec 2 R32. Now, those names are a mouthful. But to go about collecting each of these cars, first, for the Nissan Skyline Hardtop 2000 GTR KPGC10 from 1970, the only way I am aware of that you can acquire this car is by waiting for it to be available for purchase at the legendary car dealer, and you can purchase it there for 194,000 credits. The second of the 3 cars, the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR KPGC110 from 1973, can also only be acquired in one way that I'm aware of, and that is by, again, waiting for it to be available at the legendary car dealer. This one is a little more pricey, though. You can purchase it there for 542,000 credits. And the third of the 3 cars in this set, the Nissan Skyline GTR V-Spec 2 R32 from 1994. There are 2 different ways that you can go about acquiring this vehicle, the first of which is waiting for it to become available for purchase at the used car dealer, and you can purchase it there for 179,900 credits. The other way that you can get it, and get it for free, is by placing 3rd or higher in the Japanese Clubman Cup 550 at the Fuji International Speedway. Alright, so now that you know how to go about acquiring each of these vehicles, I can tell you what your reward will be for doing so. First, though, I do have to tell you, you have to be collector level 40 in order to complete this extra menu, and completing it will grant you a 6-star engine ticket. So after you complete it, you'll receive the ticket. You're going to go over to your garage, go to the gifts menu, and you'll accept the ticket there, go into the roulette screen, and you'll be awarded a random engine. And you can use that with an engine swap with another vehicle. And it should be a pretty high-end engine, seeing as it is a 6-star roulette ticket. Alright, so now that you know how to acquire each of these 3 vehicles, and you know what your reward is going to be, we're going to back out here, go to My Collection, go to My Extra Menus, and we'll go to Extra Menu number 13, which is the Nissan Skyline GTR collection, and we'll see what Gran Turismo 7 has to say about these vehicles, and it'll be Luca speaking to us here in a moment. The Nissan GTR Skyline is a super high-performance car from Japan that is popular all over the world. It's a production model, but everything about it was designed for racing. It's therefore no surprise that the Skyline GTR has won countless races, making it a real motorsport legend. This collection contains 3 cars that form part of its illustrious history. The history of the Skyline GTR goes back to the 1960s. This 2000 GTR, known as the Hakosuka, was released in 1969. It was based on the 3rd generation Skyline. Its predecessor, the Prince Skyline GT, was fitted with a 6-cylinder engine specifically for racing. So this model, designed to win touring car races, had an engine that was totally different to the retail version. It was a newly developed 2.0-liter inline-6 S20 engine based on the engine in the Nissan R380, a pure race car. This GTR-based car would go on to win pretty much every major race in Japan. The following year, in 1970, a 2-door hardtop GTR with improved performance was added to the lineup. This 2-door GTR also dominated races, at one point winning 49 consecutive domestic races. As the 1970s went on, however, Nissan was gradually forced to suspend their motorsport activities. A completely revamped Skyline GTR was released in 1973, but the influence of the oil shock and the very strict emissions restrictions placed on performance cars meant that they were only in production for 3 months, with only around 200 units being built. This GTR, referred as the Kenmeri, never had the opportunity to enter a race, but its dramatic story has become a part of the GTR's folklore. Nissan then took a break from producing GTRs for racing purposes, until in 1989 when the first GTR in 16 years was introduced, based on the 8th generation Skyline. That car was the famous model known as the R32 GTR. It was developed with the GR or Group A races of the period in mind, and fitted with a specially produced 2.6-liter twin-turbo engine. It also featured Nissan's unique four-wheel drive system, which provided handling that rivaled FR cars. A car based on the R32 GTR won the All-Japan Touring Car Championship 4 years in a row. From its beginnings in 1969, the legend of the Skyline GTR continues to this day, and shows no signs of being over yet. Indeed, it seems clear that there are still many chapters yet to be written. So there you have it, some great information about the history of the Nissan Skyline GTR. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you to complete the Nissan Skyline GTR extra menu, telling you how to acquire the vehicles and get a special prize for doing so. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate your support as always, and we'll see you next time.